bombing and raping capital country of Europe. Every time there's an atrocity of a stat, I go, yeah, black or brown person, and guess what?
What a lot of people don't know. Do you know how many bombings there were in Sweden in 2023?
Hundreds.
Yes, 149 bombings.
It's the bombing and raping capital country of Europe.
Now, do our glorious media ever tell us this stuff?
No.
Have you ever seen anything, not that neither of us watch news on mainstream media anymore, have you ever seen anything in the news saying Sweden's in a mess, they had 149 bombings last year?
No.
So they had 149 bombings last year, they had 129 they had 149 in 2023, 129 in 2024, so it's still a mess over there. But in 2015 they took in 163,000 migrants, which is a lot for a small country like Sweden. Only 6,250 last year. They've embraced it, haven't they now?
Yeah.
Basically, they've taken care of it and they said, that's it, it's finished now.
Yeah.
And again, an example here, but something that we never see happening, or we never see on the news in this country, do we? Something else we don't see on the news, the AFD in Germany.
Yeah.
Now, the chap I sat last night at the dinner, he's going to Germany. He's seeing what's happening in Germany, and again the mainstream media. So he's getting an image of Germany as all harmonious and fantastic and thriving in the EU, and of course it's an absolute mess. But the leader of the AfD, Alice Weidel, recently made a speech, and again I think this is partially the Trump effect, but just the fact that people are now not reacting to these things as they used to, basically. So she's called for large-scale repatriations. She's said we need to tear down the wind farms, which I agree with as well. And she calls them the windmills of shame, basically, presumably because they're spending so much money on them, like in this country. And also to close down all gender studies in the universities as well, basically. So she's now saying basically what Trump is doing as well. But I think what's interesting now is, if she'd have said that 2 years ago, they'd have said, can you believe what this fascist is saying? She's a racist, whatever. Yeah. That's not being said now.
No, these are becoming main talking points now.
Yeah.
You know, the Tory party have discussed remigration.
Yes, really?
Yeah. The one who ran against Kemi.
Yeah.
He's talked about it.
Yeah.
He's had some flack, but he's talking about
Robert
it.
Jenrick.
Yeah.
Rupert Lowe is explicit.
Yes,
he's called for mass deportation.
Yeah.
And I'm not aware, I'm sure it has, some people have done it, I'm not aware of him now being labelled as a real set of fascist and a racist, unless you're seeing stuff that I'm not
Only
seeing.
by the people you'd expect to call them that.
Yeah.
But the mainstream media, the mainstream media now are discussing it as a valid topic because everyone's discussing it.
Yeah, yeah.
We've hit that tipping point now where people are having these conversations and no one's afraid now of being called racist, fascist, because you're not always being called that now. And even when you are, people just don't care anymore now.
Yeah. And I'll take us back to one of our editions of The Mayor and I would say it's probably only 6 months ago, probably 8 months ago even, where we talked about Calvin Robinson. And Calvin Robinson says something which shocked me, which was that all Pakistanis should be deported back to Pakistan.
Yeah.
And you and I discussed it, and you were a bit shocked as well. In light of what's happened in the past 2 or 3 months, that doesn't sound as insane as it did then, does it? Even to us who are fairly radical in our views, or not.
Well, we still don't know what he meant. You think he means Pakistani's heritage. I think he meant Pakistani nationals.
Yes.
So deporting all Pakistani nationals, it's not got a problem with that.
Yeah, yeah. But I think now a lot of the public wouldn't have a problem with that.
No.
And I think that's where that's the paradigm shift I think we're seeing now, isn't it?
The public have definitely changed over the last year. Definitely changed. And more information is coming out all the time. And more atrocities. There was another atrocity in Germany the other day.
Yes, I was going to mention about you. Carry on, yeah.
Yeah, but there's atrocities all the time. And every time there's an atrocity of a stat, I go, yeah, black or brown person. And guess what? I've not been proven wrong yet. It's always a black or brown person. Yeah. Nearly always an immigrant.
Yes.
And it's like, well, and people can see this now, and it's being reported all the time, and people have had enough.
Yeah.